Howdy. Howdy, welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked out my past video, you should be checking out my past videos. You know what I'm saying? Leave a like and share with your homies too. And your family members. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got a video from the Cosmic Wonder. Spider-Man Brand New Day makes so much more sense now.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is finally starting to make sense. We have heard so much about Spider-Man Brand New Day from leaks, from insiders, and now we've learned a lot more information about the movie, plus the Punisher special.
Hey, I woke up this morning and I saw a little picture of Sadie Sink on set, bro. She was wearing military camo pants and some boots, bro. Who do y'all think she playing? And she had red hair. I believe it was red hair, dark red hair. Who y'all think she gonna be?
Presentation we have learned is going to directly set up Spider-Man Brand New Day. And honestly, after hearing these details about the Punisher special presentation, what's happening in Spider-Man Brand New Day makes so much sense now. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. We have some new details about the Punisher special presentation and how that specifically links to and sets up Spider-Man Brand New Day. And honestly, we've been hearing so much about this movie. A lot of people have been thinking, well, how exactly are they going to do this? It sounds like there's going to be...
It was really like, how was they going to start this movie?
Especially villains, but also
like,
a lot of heroes at the same time.
Well, it was not really what the beginning was going to be, but how is this story going to plug into Doomsday, Secret Wars, etc., etc.? Like, when is Dr. Doom going to come in? Or when is one of the characters from one of those movies going to come in to kind of link them together? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was kind of wondering, how was they going to do that? Like, especially if they saying this is going to be a street level movie. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like they was going to drop this and disconnect it from the Avengers movies and everything like that. We was just saying like, bro, how are y'all going to do it? Especially if y'all trying to say it's going to be street level. That means there ain't going to be too many crazy characters in there. But as we see, it's going to be a lot of crazy characters. So this is not street level. You know what I mean? So
and
I'm real excited for this movie, bro.
There's a really good reason that we're going to see all of this. And it starts with the Punisher. I'm actually really glad that Marvel is doing this because they're finally connecting things in a bigger way now. A lot of people have said that they felt the lack of the MCU's connectivity since Phase 4 has been very underwhelming. It's something that they've missed, but
that was low-key partially the reason why I stopped watching a lot of the Marvels, because some things just wasn't connected no more. I'm thinking like, bro, they dropping these shows and stuff so they connect, you know, but then some shows just didn't connect, and I'm just like, you know, bro, I love Marvel, but, you know, I love superheroes, but I'm gonna have to go and see what's up with DC real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I did, bro, and I started watching The Flash.
Like,
and the Arrow really show and all that stuff.
Not only the Punisher, but also Daredevil Born Again Season 2 with Spider-Man Brand New Day. So let's check this out. So in order to know how Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to begin and some of the major plot points for
I got this.
Like Tombstone and Scorpion, we have to know what the plan is.
Tombstone is a wild character, dog. They really don't put him in there.
Relate to Daredevil Born Again, like I mentioned. We're not going to go over the entire leak in case some people want to avoid spoilers. We're going to go over the bare minimum here, but it does tell you what really is going to happen in the beginning of Spider-Man. It says that for the Punisher special presentation, Frank Castle has been hunting Maganucci's criminal empire for months, one of the last surviving crime bosses after Kingpin's downfall. He discovers her operations are tied to Daredevil, which is using Ganucci's network to traffic weapons and prototype military.
But yeah, they all share the same exact villain pretty much, bro, because Kingpin is also Peter Parker's villain too, right? At least in the video game, he fights Kingpin. Or was it? Am I getting Fisk and Kingpin mixed up, bro? I think I am, bro. So scratch your eyes. I think I'm getting them mixed up. Or wasn't Kingpin a part of Miles Morales? Bro, I know, bro. Most of these villains with bald heads, bro, be like super big at the top and super small. You know what I mean? So, but that didn't sound right. Y'all know what I mean, bro.
Sure, this will be connected to Stark Tech in some way, shape, or form. And also, we heard before that what was connected to traffic weapons and prototype military tech. And I'm sure this will be connected to Stark Tech in some way, shape, or form. And also, we heard
because you remember in one of the Spider-Man movies, they were selling tech and all that stuff, but it came from the Stark building, I think. Because I think they was like you know, construction workers and stuff like that. They was fixing up stuff at the Stark building or something like that. and they found like little bits of stuff, alien stuff and all that stuff there. So maybe that's what they floating around. You know what I mean? Is the stuff from the start place from that construction site? If the people there are still alive, I believe what's the name, the one with the wings. I believe he's still alive, but I don't remember. It's been a minute since I watched those movies, but I do remember them taking some tech from that Stark building, bro.
What was once going to be Armor Wars,
building.
the story and the plot points for Armor Wars have now been kind of split up and divided into other projects. It sounds like this is going to be one of those projects because, again, Stark Tech is probably involved in this in some way, shape, or form.
Is bro coming back?
That would have been Rhodey's job to kind of go get that tech back and make sure they're not in the wrong hands. So
ain't he
it doesn't look like we're getting Armor Wars
a
anytime
skinwalker or whatever?
What plot points for Armor Wars are now in the Punisher special presentation and Spider-Man Brand New Day. But it goes on to say with Maganucci, Frank unknowingly kind of taking them out unknowingly destroys the last balance holding the city together. The power vacuum frees dozens of smaller gangs who begin fighting for territory. Among those who emerge from the chaos are Tombstone, who controls the Bronx neighborhoods with a network of hitmen.
Y'all know how he be
leads a
talking
group
about
of mercenaries
people.
and steals experimental weaponry from AIM. Scorpion, aka Matt Gargan, still imprisoned but referred to as a ticking time bomb by underworld informants, setting up his eventual release and transformation. Reportedly,
Spider-Man
the
gonna have
special
to fight
ends
a
with
lot
a
of people.
Daily Bugle report that states gangs fight for control of New York. AIM may be involved. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, those villains that we heard, Tombstone, Boomerang, Scorpion, we know they're gonna...
Damn, so is this Frank's fault, bro? I mean, technically, right? But I understand he was trying to do a good thing, trying to cut off the head. But when you cut off the head of one, two grow back in its place, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he just learned his lesson, bro. So are we gonna be getting some of this perspective in Spider-Man Brand New Day from Frank Castle's, from his perspective? Are we gonna be getting it from his perspective a little bit? Because from what I'm understanding, he plays a big role in what's about to happen in Spider-Man Brand New Day. He plays a huge role in that.
To be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. They're confirmed already, and we're
Probably
about to
the
dive
biggest
into
role.
some leaked set photos and videos of Scorpion with Tom Holland on the set of Brand New Day. But we actually heard before that AIM could be involved with the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day. The main villain kind of is a mystery at this point in time.
See, I've been hearing a lot about this Spider Island and stuff like that, bro. I don't know how real this is, but apparently a lot of people got spider powers, not just Peter Parker. You know what I mean? And I wonder, is Spider Island, is that from Madam Web? Did Madam Web show Spider Island? And is this a creature from Spider Island, bro? Is this a person with spider powers?
Heard a lot of different things like shop.
Is he saying this is what?
Here, AIM is going to play a part in the movie as far as the villains are concerned. So this check.
And who's we finna figure this out? Who's AIM? AIM, or Advanced Idea Mechanics, is a Marvel villainous organization of brilliant scientists who use technology to try and take over the world. They are known for developing high-tech weapons, and their goals often put them in conflict with groups like the Avengers of S.H.I.E.L.D. Origin, they were found by... I was just about to say this, bro. I was gonna be like, bro, this kind of sound like the mad scientist from Captain America movie, bro. But I didn't say it because I'm not sure if any one of them had like powers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but this sound like another group of them, bro. And they just said a research division of Hydra. It was founded by somebody from Hydra, bro. Bro, yeah, bro. So they kind of making everything. So is this also going to be a way how they tie in Steve Rogers into the story too? Is with the whole Hydra thing coming, bro. This is crazy, bro. So Hydra's playing a part of this too, then. So that means Steve Rogers' story is gonna somewhat that. So yeah, I got a lot of questions, bro. Not gonna lie, I got too many questions and I can't ask them all right here, bro. We're gonna be here for a long time.
As the villains are concerned, so this checks out, and we have heard Boomerang is going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day as well. It's all starting to come together now.
Boomerang.
Also, We've heard that there's going to be a montage in the beginning of Spider-Man.
Is this dude Boomerang? He could just throw objects and they always come back, or like he has to throw a specific object, or is it not that specific? His name, you know what I'm saying, like to his powers.
Day of Spider-Man fighting a lot of different villains. It makes sense now that some villains and gangs are getting out of control, and that's basically the beginning of Spider-Man Brand New
Bro's
Day.
gonna be in the Royal Rumble by himself,
cleaning up the mess
on his own team
that Frank caused.
and everybody's gonna be trying to get him out there.
That Frank is fighting, it's not done yet. Obviously, Scorpion is going to be set free, and Spider-Man Brand New Day. We know that. We have photos.
See, this is what I'm thinking, bro. Like Miles Morales should be coming, because remember in one of the Spider-Man games when Scorpion was set free, the one who broke him out was Kraven the Hunter, or the one who broke up. I don't want to say they broke him out, but the one who ended up like causing commotion whenever when he was getting transported or whatever the case was Kraven the Hunter and his people. You know what I'm saying? They was causing a ruckus and all that stuff. It caused things to happen. I forgot exactly if he escaped or something like that. I believe he did though. But Scorpion was out. But at that time, Miles Morales was with Peter Parker. This is why I'm like, bro, they could literally bring in Miles Morales right now if they wanted to. Well, they'll kind of have to show a beginning story for Miles Morales, like when he got bit and stuff in live action. Or maybe they won't even have to do that, you know what I'm saying, because they already have it for the animation stuff. So maybe they just like, well, y'all know how it happens for Miles Morales through our animation, so we're not gonna show that live action. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people gonna want to see it live action. But point is, bro, they can bring in Miles Morales right now, bro. Like during this time when he fights Scorpion, Miles Morales was a part of the story, at least in the video game. So it's like, I feel like they can take a little bit from the video game if they wanted to. And maybe they did want to bring out Miles Morales, but you know, Sony being stingy, you know how they is.
Of that,
the bundle with Spectrum One,
Boomerang is going to be in it, and Tombstone is going to be in it. And according to a leak from Daniel RPK, Tombstone and Scorpion are going to be in direct conflict with each other, which lines up perfectly with what we're hearing about the Punisher special presentation. Gangs are fighting each other to see who can control New York. And on top of that, we've been...
It's a power vacuum thing, bro. Once you take, like I said, once you take out the head, two more are going to try to grow back in this place, or they are going to grow back in this place. And I think it's going to be more than just one person that's running New York. It's gonna be two people. One's gonna run one side, the other gonna grow. The other one is gonna run the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gonna be two more that grows in that one head's place. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think it's gonna be Tombstone and probably Martin Lee. If they are bringing the lead dude into the story, it might be them two. But in the video game, and I'm gonna keep bringing this up, bro, because they have all these characters in the story on the video game. You know what I'm saying? Tombstone does end up being cool with Spider-Man in them, but Tombstone look completely different in the video game. So I'm not sure if the Tombstone we've been seeing, you know what I'm saying, the albino. I think he's albino. If he not, bro, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But he's still homie because he's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I believe that's Tombstone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he grows into... I'm not sure if he can morph into that big great creature that we saw in the video game. But bro end up being on the side of Peter Parker and him. So I'm not sure if something's going to happen like that to where one of the villains is going to have to work with Spider-Man and him to make something bigger stop. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking that's what's going to happen in this movie. That's why I think this movie is also going to be more than 2 hours long.
Hearing reports that Michael Keaton could be returning as Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture, in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But if we think about it, if we look at these set photos right here, we see Scorpion. Reportedly, what is happening here is he breaks out of prison, or he's broken out of prison. We're not really sure which one yet. Okay. And he gets into a helicopter and he leaves. Well, who is in the prison with him in the post-credit scene for Spider-Man Homecoming? Vulture. Now, don't even get me started on what happened with Sony and the post-credit scene for Morbius and going between our universe and their universe, and now he's back in our universe. I have a feeling Marvel kind of wants to...
I forgot all about that post-credit scene. He was in Morbius.
So that's probably what they're going to do. But at the same time, this goes right into Doomsday, which is going to be a giant multiversal film. So maybe they just like briefly mention the multiverse. Maybe they say he went over and he came back. He doesn't know how, but...
See, I think Marvel right now is like, bro, we have to mention everybody that's going to be in these next movies, because if we don't, it's not gonna make sense when they pop up. So some way, some shape or form, we're gonna have to show them somewhere in this movie, even if it's for a second or two, even if it's a poster or a sticker. We gotta somehow give them a cameo, you know what I mean, to let other people know they gonna pop up soon, you know what I'm saying, in the bigger movies. Which I understand, you know what I'm saying, but like they trying to clean house and fix things right now, and it seems like they trying to do it all on a tight schedule. But at the same time, it's like they kind of understanding now, like we can kind of expand things and we can postpone things and let the fans know why we doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as Marvel stay connected with the fans, bro, they'll be straight on postponing everything, bro. Like I said, bro, as long as Marvel just keep dropping teasers and stuff like that and let people know, like, we might, you know, push this back. And even if they don't, just dropping teasers and stuff like that on Instagram, social media and all that, bro, it's going to help them stay alive. It's going to help them, like, you know, it's going to make people more biased to like them, you know? And that's what they're doing right now, I feel like.
Now,
they just trying to stay alive while they're fixing
Spider-Man because he knows who he is. He knows he's Peter Parker. We'll have to wait and see on that. But he is rumored to be returning. And again, if he's in that prison with Scorpion, it would make sense that we would see him. So everything is starting to make sense now as far as why the Punisher is involved and why the Hulk could be involved is because of AIM. Perhaps AIM does something to Bruce Banner to mess with his mind, to set him off, to make him Hulk out again. We know that Banner has put a lot of precautions in play, a lot of tech in play to control the Hulk from going out. Perhaps AIM messes with that and alters it, and that's how Bruce
Banner, I can see that they a group of scientists.
Becomes a Savage Hulk, which a lot of people are,
they can figure it out,
including myself, are really excited for. And a lot of people have been stating for a while now that they want a street-level Spider-Man. They want Spider-Man to be fighting street-level villains and to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, that's
street-level villains
what we are getting here, according to now what we know about the Punisher special presentation and what we know about Spider-Man Brand New Day. And on top of that, we have Daredevil Born Again coming as well. We know that Kristen Ritter is returning as Jessica Jones. We know that the Punisher is going to be in that as well. They're basically getting a whole team together to go up against Kingpin. And remember, Kingpin recently...
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I want to be in one of these Marvel projects, bro. But I'll be watching these movies and I'm like, bro, I'll go crazy in one of these, bro. Give me a script. Let me be one of these prolific characters, bro. Let me be a villain, or I could be a sidekick to a hero, bro. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I want to roll like old boy who played Vigilante, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If I could get a role like old boy who played Vigilante, and either James Gunn hit me up, bro. Kevin Feige hit me up, bro. And I'm sorry if I got your last name wrong, bro. It's really hard to get and remember. I'm not gonna lie. But I want to play a character like that, bro. I'm not gonna that shit. Vigilante is probably my favorite. I'm calling him a hero, bro. I don't care what y'all say. He's a hero to me. Vigilante is probably my favorite hero across DC and Marvel as of right now, bro. I never thought my favorite character was Switch, because y'all know my favorite character is Blade, bro. And he still is in my top 3, you know what I'm saying? But Vigilante's funny as hell, bro. And he put hands and feet on niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? He really about that. Bro, I feel like Vigilante is low-key the Deadpool
Spider-Man is. And recently, Brad Winterbaum, head of Marvel Television, did confirm the events of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 do go into Spider-Man Brand New Day. So again, what Marvel is doing, I actually really love. They are, once again, really tying everything together. And I think it's really cool, tying the Punisher into Daredevil Born Again Season 1 because he was there, and now
well, you know, Max
in the Punisher special presentation.
I was finna call him by
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
You know, he popped up in what's the name?
Goes into Spider-Man Brand New Day. And, you get some of the characters
Spider-Man, Daredevil
in these shows, in the special presentation, go over into the movies, which is
so we knew he was gonna pop up in the next.
It seemed like Marvel wasn't really going to do, but now
Spider-Man
it seems like they're doing it in a really, really great way. So I love what is happening here right now, and I love that we are getting a street level Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Is this street level?
Street level villains that Spider-Man's going to go after, but ultimately, I think the main villain is going to be bigger and badder than a street level villain. Not to say that some of these villains in the comics haven't been big and bad, but I think it is ultimately leading to somebody much more powerful.
Who the heck, bro? let's be real, bro. I'm not fighting that. Weight powers or no power, bro. I'm not fighting this. And what the hell is Frank Castle going to do against something like? I still want to know, bro. Are they gonna give him a suit like? You know what I think? He might have an Iron Man suit like Cody Rhodes. That's the only way I really see him actually being able to stand up against some of these motherfuckers, bro. I don't see him going in there with just guns, bro. And if he do go in there with just guns, bro, and he's able to survive like that, because I understand Hawkeye, he going there with just arrows. You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like we don't got somebody who got something worse. Bro got arrows and Punisher got guns, bro. Which one are you taking? Tony Stark came up to you and he's like, I want you to go out on a mission with one of the people on the Avengers team. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, who the fuck? And you're like, okay, cool, whatever. And he tell you like, you want to go out with Hawkeye, you want to go out with Punisher. And you like, well, like, I want to be safe. It's no shade to Hawkeye because I do love the bow and arrow play, bro. Like no cap, bro. That shit fire. But in a real life situation, bro, I'm choosing the person with all the guns, bro.
Maybe it's
and you are too
created. I actually kind of like that the main villain for this
against
has
this, bro. What is this?
A mystery at this point in time. Hopefully, it's somebody just really, really big, really powerful, and really cool. But everything is starting to come together.
That character
except for the main villain.
Everything
is starting to come together as far as what the plot is going to be for this, why there are so many villains involved, and kind of the state of New York City. So I'm super excited. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.
Hey man, y'all let me know how excited y'all are for Spider-Man Brand New Day, man. It seemed like they really got something for us with this one, you know? And it seemed like all the things that we wanted to be in this movie is coming into this movie, and a lot of characters that we did want to see in this movie might just be popping up in this movie. But that's what I'm saying. How is it street level with all these characters in it? What makes how? Okay, so these villains are street level because they only really popped up in Spider-Man movies alone. Is that why they're called street level? Because I'm thinking street level is a movie where it's just one villain and one hero. You know what I'm saying? 1 to 2 heroes. And I'm thinking the Omega movies are the ones where it's a bunch of villains or a bunch of heroes or both. You know what I'm saying? Like the Avengers movies, the Spider-Man movie, that Spider-Man Brand New, bro. It's about to be like 7 to 8 villains against Spider-Man, bro. How is this street level in any capacity, bro?